Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.
We begin with the Fox 10 News Alert here. A series of crashes, 3 of them, in fact, shutting down the I-10 in Chandler this morning. And it caused quite the situation on our roadways.
Yeah, we're talking about those 3 incidents. At least 1 person was killed in this last accident that happened right there at Chandler Boulevard and the I-10 in the eastbound lanes.
So we have this map for you this morning, and we want to show you how this all unfolded. You saw some of the fiery video behind us just moments ago. The first crash at the I-10 in Riggs. That is where a semi was on fire. That was a minor accident, if you will, compared to the others anyway. It led to a traffic backup, and then that's where the second crash took place that you see on your map here. DPS working to clean up that crash. They were there on scene, and then because of that backup that led all the way north to Baseline in the I-10, there was for miles. There was a third crash. That one was at the I-10 and Chandler Boulevard, and that was that huge fiery crash.
So Anita Roman has been covering all of these crashes all morning long. A lot to uncover here. Anita's been doing a fantastic job bringing us all these details. What can you tell us now, Anita?
Couple of updates for you. DPS confirming 2 people died in the crash by Chandler Boulevard, the third accident that took place. A few more details we'll get to in just a moment. That first incident was a semi-fire. It was not an accident. It was a semi that had a fire, pulled over to the side of the road, and then we had the fire department come out. As they were putting that fire out, the traffic along the I-10 was still a little bit in a standstill. So take a look at this video. Our cameras rolling on the ADOT cameras. This was about 15 minutes after that first incident, the semi fire. You can see the semi hauling vehicles. So a hauler was unable to stop, didn't notice that there was a backup, and essentially just backed into another semi. Left the right lane, bounced into the left lane. So what we're being told by DPS is a total of 4 semis were involved in that accident. So let's go to the video that photographer James Egbert shot as we arrived on scene. The debris was scattered everywhere, and as you can imagine, quite the mess. We had debris, we had diesel, the semis were overturned, there was the wreckage from the semis. So that is why the I-10 was initially closed just around 3:40 this morning, and all the traffic was being rerouted at Wild Pass Road. Head over to accident number 3. So it's about 6 o'clock this morning, and we are hearing reports from DPS as we are on scene of this second accident. We're hearing sirens of first responders heading about 1.5 to 2 miles from where we are standing this morning to Chandler Boulevard. And the other understanding from DPS, they are telling me this morning they do believe that that third accident was caused because of the standstill and the backup along the I-10 from this second incident, this first accident right past Wild Horse. So again, we're being told we have a number of semis that were involved in that third accident. Two people dead, 2 semis, 3 passenger vehicles involved. You saw the chopper was overhead. We've had video. Fiery crash. The blaze was just incredibly intense. So crews working to put all of that out and then figure out exactly what happened here. Back out here live, we are just past Wild Pass, excuse me, and you can see that the debris now out of the roadway. Crews are continuing the cleanup. We will be moved after this live shot because we are being told that sooner than later, this portion of the highway will remain open. We are going to try to head over and try to get a little bit more information for you guys on that fatal crash, figure out exactly what may have happened, what may have taken place there. So a lot to cover, a lot unfolding on the highways this morning. Back to you.
All right, Anita, bringing us some new information here this morning. We appreciate it. I want to show you the big map where these accidents are currently located and the best ways to kind of navigate around it, because it is just a mess out there, as Anita has been reporting all morning long. So here is where that latest accident is happening. Again, on the I-10 eastbound, right there near Chandler Boulevard. We also have that second accident. This is the first accident that happened very early, and then that subsequent second accident happening in this area on the I-10 just south of Wild Horse Pass there. So the best ways to get around it because of so much congestion. Best bet, take the I-10, take the 60, then take the Loop 101 south, get back on the Loop 202, and then head down the 87 to the 587. That'll connect you back down to the I-10. That way you're kind of avoiding all of this area, which is all the congestion that we're seeing from those two accidents. Now, if you're coming from the west side of town, your best bet, take the 10, then take the Loop 202 all the way around, and then basically do the same thing. Then you're going to take the 87 down to the 587 and then reconnect with the 10. That way you're just trying to avoid all of this mess, because the I-10, again, is going to be closed in those eastbound or southbound lanes for quite some time while they try and figure out this big mess. So this is going to be a big headache. Obviously, an investigation now underway now that we have, unfortunately, a fatality out there, Celeste.
All right.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.